Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Freaking before I even get into today's episode, make sure you guys check out. It's an old song. I created this song, I think, last year. But it's called Fries, and it's a song. So overall, I've seen this video of a favorite YouTuber of mine's. I'm Dante. He came out with this Instagram video. He was going off. This person had brake checked him, made him waste all his food in his car. Like that's upsetting. Like no, that's just full on upsetting. But anyways, he made this video. And I don't know. I was just all like, I think I could turn this into a song. I think it can be and stuff. I'm honestly thinking about like switching the instrumentals and stuff. I feel like the overall beat of the song, it could have been better. Like it could have been better. That somewhere is just all like, I was like last minute decision and stuff. But anyways, freaking that was a good time. That was a good time. It was a very creative thing I did there. But anyways, that was but I still like I have wasted food and I can feel his pain, but I probably would have followed that person. Like he's a better person than me. He turned it into a video. I turned it into a news story because I would have followed that person and probably threw all that food at them, every last bit of it. So, but anyways, welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. Welcome to another Ask Reddit episode because I haven't done one of these in a while. I don't know what other things to talk about. I could talk about these shoes that I'm wearing, but they look like some like straight up like Nike Balenciaga shoes, but they're waterproof. So I'm like, they're better than Balenciaga shoes. You're paying $800 for a shoe. I didn't pay $800 for these Nike shoes, but for the Balenciaga shoes, you're paying $800 just for a sole and a sock. Like, bro. You can make anything and charge a crazy amount of money for it and stuff. I'm like, couldn't do it. Could not do it. Me, I want to be that person where I create affordable shoes. So if I were to ever do like a deal with Nike or Adidas, Vans, I don't care. I'm making it affordable. And I'm making sure it's a shoe that everybody can wear, like it's comfortable. You can walk around, have fun in them and all that stuff. And all my shoes are going to be waterproof. Every last one of them. Because I'm like, I don't want to create a shoe where it's not waterproof and people want to wear them outside, but they got to worry about their socks and stuff getting wet. So, anyways, yeah. And plus I live out in Seattle, so I'm like, it will only make sense if I did create waterproof shoes. But anyways, first question, girls of Reddit. Let's just read the question anyways. What is the creepiest thing a man has said to you in public? Like, for you to be in public and be creepy, bro, like, yeah, you need to check yourself on that one. Like, that's what I'm like, it's... Sometimes I listen to how, like, dudes talk to women and things, and I'm like, bro, it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I'm like, I gotta, like, I don't know. I gotta, like, kind of, like, read the girls, like, her language and stuff, like, how she is and all that stuff, and kind of, like, adapt to it and things, you know? I feel like that's how you gotta do things, but to just full on, just go out and just start being creepy from the start, nah, can't be me. But anyways, what is a psychological trick you really know how to... What is a psychological trick you know to really F with someone? Oh, it was, there was this thing, I wouldn't really call it a psychological trick, but there's this, like, finger test that my drumline teacher had taught me, and you're supposed to hold out your index finger, okay, your pointing finger, and your thumb, but on opposite hands. So hold your index finger out on your right hand, and then hold your thumb out on your left hand, and you're supposed to switch it. So where your thumb is sticking up on your right hand, and then your pointing finger is sticking out on your left hand, but you're supposed to switch it to where it's like, it's different, like, it's like reversed and things. So anyways, I would have to say it's that. Like, I should do like a video tutorial or something on how to do it and stuff for YouTube and things. But yeah, I remember my drumline teacher. He just randomly taught us that. I guess he said it's like a way of like holding drumsticks and things. But I was just like, bro, no. All you wanted to do was see us kids like, oh, I'm trying to stick. Nah, both my thumbs are sticking up and both my pointing fingers are sticking out. I don't know what to do, but. Yeah, he was just he was just messing with us. I felt, yeah, that could be a psychological trick. It could be counted as one, but Urban Explorers, what is the creepiest "we're not alone" experience you've had? That, like, I don't even like the way that question was formatted. We're not alone. Like, I don't even like. See, if I'm out somewhere and then somebody's all like, and I'm thinking it's just me and them, but they're all like, we're not alone. Just throwing that out there. I'm leaving on the spot. Like, I'm going to be alone one way or another, but I will not be surrounded by something and I don't even know that it's there. So that is, yeah, I don't know. I ain't never been in a situation where it was like I knew I wasn't alone and stuff. So for the most part, I try to remain alone if I'm wanting to be alone and stuff. But anyways, next question. What are you 99% sure of? That I'm black. That would probably be the one for me and stuff. I don't know. There could be a 1% of where I'm not black and I could be something else. I could be a completely different race. And I wouldn't even know. I could be Indian for all I know. There's some black people. There's some Indian people. You would have sworn that they were black. Now I'm all like, I could be anything. It could have been a switch that birth situation where I'm like, I could have been raised. I was like raised in a different family and stuff. See, that's how it's like. What would you? This I don't even know if I've ever done this before. But I ask a question within the NASCAR. Like, what would you do if you was switched at birth? Like, what would be your reaction? Like, you would think it would be your mom and dad, but they was just all like, oh, it was brought to our attention that you're not even our kid, so your real parents are coming over and stuff, and they're wanting to meet you and see where you go from there. Like, do you continue like being with the people that raised you, or do you like? See, that's the thing. It would be kind of hard. I will want something like that to happen to me where I'm like moved out and stuff, because it's like I've lived with I thought was my family for so long. Dang, like my sister wouldn't even be my sister. My mom and dad, I'm like, wow. I ain't sat there and then been calling them mom and dad. I ain't felt like they don't whoop me. No, they are my mom and dad. You don't just whoop a kid and then it's not even your kid. Like, I don't know. I couldn't. That couldn't be me. I couldn't do that. I could whoop a kid that's not even mine. So, but next question: if you were building an uplifting music playlist for pulling yourself out of gloom, what songs would you put in? Devastated by Joey Bad ASS. I ain't gonna say his name, but anyways, because trying to keep it clean for the children. That song, Eye of the Tiger. What other songs? Thank You by Kalani, because that's a really good song. That's a really good song. That's a hard question. I got over like 2,000 songs saved on Spotify. I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of songs in order to do something like that. But yeah, that would probably be it. But Redditors of over 5 years, what are the major changes you've seen Reddit go through in terms of the community? It's crazy. I've been on Reddit for years, and how long have I had my account? Because I've had my account for some time, and I'm like, I don't know, like I never really used it. I never really used my Reddit account. I've been on here since 2013, so yeah, definitely more than 5 years. But I'm like, my Reddit question. I asked the Reddit question a while ago, and they didn't even get like no views. They didn't get not views, but it didn't get no answers. I was expecting a lot of answers and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I never really went on Reddit that much, so I can't really answer that question. Next question: what's something you can't describe in a way that would do it justice? What's something you can't describe in a way that would do it justice? I don't know. What's something? Okay, I'm gonna read it one last time. What's something you can't describe in a way that would do it justice? I have no idea. I don't even know. I'm moving on. Next question. Redditors who didn't see the ocean until they were an adult. What was your initial reaction upon seeing the ocean from a coastline? We were over there taking field trips to oceans and stuff when I was a kid. So, yeah, I can't answer that question. But Reddit. Okay, this is a not suitable for work question. Redditors with huge privates and huge breasts. What are some big privates / big breast problems that not many people know about? Well, I feel like it would probably be hard to fit in certain clothes. Like you got I feel like with women with like huge breasts, you gotta worry about dudes like staring and things. So I feel like with women it's probably a little bit harder. I feel like with a man, it's like, bro, you just can't get don't look at the woman with big breasts. And yeah, it's like I feel like that. And then I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a woman, like you can't, but it's like you can't wear that all the time. But it's like if you don't want men, like if you really are insecure about men looking there, you gotta wear like a hoodie or something, or like something that can cover it up. But it's like, but I feel like the thing is, dudes would still look. I feel like dudes would still look. There'll probably be that one guy out there, he's just like, I could just imagine. And then it's like, he's staring at her, like, breasts through her hoodie and things. And so, yeah, it's, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, probably for a guy, it's like, you have to, like, rearrange yourself a lot down. Like, I don't know, because I'm like, I would have to say that to put my personal business out there, I would say that I'm average. Like, I'm not small, but I'm also not like the way I feel like that this question is trying to describe it. Like, oh, it's going to be hard for me to sit. Like, I'm trying to like rearrange myself and things all the time. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just probably that, rearranging yourself a lot. And then for a woman with big boobs, like, or breasts, okay, the proper correct term. Yeah, I sat there and said, you know what, freaking big boobs. Like, if you got big boobs, lady, I'm sorry, but I'm like, I'm trying to use the correct term, breast. Okay, breastises, like, freaking, I don't know, but anyways, yeah, then you just gotta wear a shirt a lot. But next question, what's your example of sexism in everyday life? See, now, you know what? No, I'm going to read some answers because I'm like, what are you trying to ask me here? What answers are you looking for? Okay, so the first, okay, you know, no, I'm going to read the second one because it looks a little bit more interesting. Had a customer drop a wine bottle by my checkout lane. It was actually quite impressive. He dropped it, almost caught it on top of his foot, and then it bounced off. Anyways, I was over sweeping up broken glass when another customer comes over and starts scolding me for doing a man's job. I'm a female. I'm sweeping. Even if jobs are gender specific, you got stereotypes backward. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I could kind of see what they're saying. Like, yeah, look, if the woman wants to do it, then okay. If the man wants to do it, okay. But that person where they're all like, oh, a man should be doing this. You know what? If it's like okay, like only men are allowed or whatever to do that job, then okay. But if the woman can do because there's women that's much more bigger than me that can most likely do the job better than I can. Okay, so I'm not gonna be that. If the woman thinks she can do the job, then okay, I'm gonna let her do that job. And if she needs it's more so it's like if she needs my help, then okay, teamwork. But yeah, I'm not gonna be that person where they're like, oh, a woman should only be doing this or a man should only be doing this. Like, I feel like it always requires like a teamwork thing. That's why I'm like, in life, I want to find a woman that, you know, like we're supporting each other. Like, we're both good in life. Like, I'm not doing better than her. She's not doing better than me. Like, we're both equal. Like, we're doing okay for each stuff. Like, so if something happens with me, she's cool. If something happens with her, she's like, I'm cool, you know. But anyways, yeah. That was that. Next question. What is your opinion on if you're SOS to celebrate Valentine's Day? Significant other. Okay, I was all like, what? Asked to celebrate Valentine's Day a day late so you could get twice the stuff and have better restaurant service. Is that reasonable? You know what? It is. That's actually a good idea. Like, if that's their choice, I'm like, all right. I mean, sure. Like, well, then again, I don't know. I feel like I would want to get them like something. See, that's the thing. Like, cause then it's gonna sit in my head. I'm like, no, I want to do something for then, but I don't know. She might be different. She might be all like, no, let's do it like a day later and things. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the thing is though, it's just funny because it's like a person would receive Christmas gifts late, they will receive birthday gifts late, they will receive any form of like a gift giving holiday, like they'll receive that stuff late. But with Valentine's, I don't know. To have it planned to be celebrated on a day late, I don't know. I guess it would be cool. Depending on what day it is. If it's like for an example, Valentine's Day is tomorrow, Friday. So if we want to celebrate this on a Saturday, yeah, I feel like that would be even a much more worst idea. Because I feel like Saturday, everybody's home and stuff, chilling and things. And then they'd probably be thinking the same thing and stuff. So, yeah, that's probably if it's like on a Tuesday, then it's like a Wednesday, then we celebrating it on a Wednesday, then okay, then yeah, that would work. But next question, what is something you haven't had in 20 years and now you're craving it? I don't think it's been 20 years, but Capri Sun Sports. Bro, I can drink a bunch of Capri Sun Sports. That was my drink. I miss that drink so much. Why they just, and then, because I was originally drinking Capri Sun. Capri Sun is not bad, but when they came out with Capri Sun Sport, it changed my life. I loved that drink. I was drinking that drink all the time. Like, I should just go out and just get me some, just see what flavors they got out and stuff. Like, they got like a grape-like flavor. I'm about to just start drinking on those again. I need to. I miss those drinks. I miss the Capri Sun Sport. They need to bring those back. They need to. Lawyers of Reddit, what is a detail that your client failed to bring up to you that completely lost you the case? Oh, that would be so frustrating. That would seriously be so frustrating. I'm like, bro, why didn't you tell me this beforehand? And now I done lost this case, and now put out a bad name for me because you over here like, well, no, before we even get into that area of where we're in the case and things, I'm like, no, you beforehand, you tell me everything. Don't leave anything out. Don't lie. Tell me everything, and I will do my best to defend you. But if you are guilty, that is on you, bro. That is all on you. Like, let's say if it was like a murder situation, right? And then they're all like, oh, well, there was like, oh, I forgot to tell you that I was caught on camera or some dumb stuff. Like, I don't know, man. But I'm like, oh, well, then you're guilty. At that point, I would give up. Like, if it came down to where it's like they brought up something that I knew I was going to lose, I'm like, oh, well, we plan on losing. You ain't told me everything, so therefore, yeah, we're just going to lose this case. I'd be like, yep, they want to be guilty. I'm like, I don't know what else to say, but I'm not helping them anymore. It's like they doing stuff like that, not telling me everything. Yeah, that's all on them. So, anyways, next question. People who have called the number you've seen in the bathroom, how did that turn out? I ain't never seen the number in the bathroom. I wouldn't call it either. And I'm like, okay, somebody just randomly put a number there. I'm like, I ain't got no business. But then that's the thing. Then it's like, I've heard cases where people, they put their, like, a man would go into the women's bathroom and put his number in there. And I'm like, bro, then what if I feel like that's like a form of catfish. Like, you do that, and then she tells you, it's like some, Friday. Like, that, for those that have seen the movie Friday, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when Smokey met that girl. But for those that haven't seen Friday, so there is a scene in there where the character Smokey was supposed to get set up with a girl. So, a mutual friend was all like, oh yeah, here's her number, yada yada, go call her and stuff. So he calls her. She's talking about how she looks like Janet Jackson, she's short, not thick, all this other stuff. Then when he seen her, she looked nothing like Janet Jackson. All men around the world that has seen that movie has felt like that pain for him and stuff. Like, I mean, I ain't never been catfished, but to like see that happen, I'm like, that's messed up. That is messed up to lie like that on a person. But yeah, I'm like, God, it's messed up. But I'm like, I wouldn't do anything like that. Put my number in the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know who would call that number. It'd be a Bertha. And I'm like, and you know, there ain't no attractive women named, well, yeah, I ain't never met no attractive woman named Bertha, but they probably exist out there and stuff. But anyways, next question: what's a trend that you're glad died out? The Whip Nay Nay song, like that. Cause no, it's all right. So it'll probably be messed up because I think one of my friends, she said she appeared in the music video, but like that song it's annoying. Like, it is annoying. Like, I'm hanging out with my mom. Sometimes she'll have that song on her playlist and they'll start playing. I listen to my music everywhere I go. I turn my music up as loud as I can. As loud as I can. But it will probably be that. It will probably be that. But next question. What's one missing person case that has always stuck with you? Oh, it was when these two girls. Okay, so there is this story where these two girls had went to some forest overseas. It definitely wasn't no forest out here and stuff, but I can't remember where the forest was. But anyways, they went missing, and the only thing that they found of theirs was, I think, their belongings, a camera, and fragments of their bones. And then when they had searched the camera, one of the photos, and that was the craziest, like, creepiest photo that you can see, but it's one of the girls' heads, and she's bleeding from her head. So whatever it was, they got a hold of her, made sure they had to take a photo, and I'm like, that is crazy. That's one story that I'm like, if there's like a storytelling competition of missing people, yeah. That's the story I'm bringing to the table. But what's a cool history fact? Indians was the first people to discover America. That's my history fact for you. Next question: what has Reddit ruined for you? Nothing, actually. Reddit has given me a freaking YouTube video idea. A podcast idea. I wouldn't say Reddit ruined anything for me, so nothing. And then next question: what is the biggest warning sign to GTFO a relationship? If the person got like split personalities, like one day they're all happy, nice, just cool, down to earth, and then all of a sudden they angry, and then like if they like how my tone of voice, how it went, if they get like angry out of nowhere, yeah, you gots to go. You gots to go. They just start doing like weird stuff and things, yeah, gots to go. But next question: what is probably the biggest mistake in human history? Probably creating stuff with like gases or stuff that can like hurt the human race and things. So yeah, it will probably be that. Then next question: deaf people are Reddit. What are some things you didn't realize made sounds until you were told? Oh, that would probably have to be like really interesting. I gotta look at some answers. I gotta look at some answers and things, see what somebody said. Not completely deaf, but I never realized how loud my bed was until after I got hearing aids. Wow. They just jumping in the bed and they bed making this loud squeaky noise. They roommates is probably all like, oh my god, I wish they would just lay down already. Then when they got the hearing aid, they're probably all like, oh wow, my bed is so loud. Like, how come nobody ain't told me about this? But then, wow, one person, I ain't even gonna read off what he said. If y'all want to see it, you guys can see it. But let's just say he's having a relationship with himself. Next question: if your goal is to make somebody mad of most Reddit, what would you say? Reddit's a bad website? They, I guess they're like trying to ask, like, if you were like, you had to make like Reddit people upset, what would you say? I'm like, Reddit's a bad website, but overall it ain't true. But in your opinion, next question, what's the sickest thing that has normalized on the planet? People, and I was talking about this yesterday, people just letting snot run down their nose. Like, stop doing that. That's just disgusting. Like, wipe your nose, but don't come around me looking like that, alright? Plain and simple. Next question, you've been tasked with making a playlist that can make anyone cry. What songs immediately comes to your mind? Oh, probably for some, okay. Life Goes On by Tupac. See You Again by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth. What other songs? Thank You. Well, I wouldn't say the whole song, but the beginning part of Thank You Next by Ariana Grande, where she calls Mac Miller an angel. Yeah, that when I had listened to that for the first time, I'm like, dang, like, I don't want to get emotional, but I'm by myself, so it would be okay. But still, to hold that, like, that's something that you just, like, can't let go. Like, that's something that's gonna stick in your head. But I was like, dang, that is, wow, that's sad, man. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the whole Ariana Grande and Mac Miller situation. If you haven't, go look it up. But yeah, Ariana Grande is a singer. Mac Miller was a music legend, and yeah, sadly, he is no longer with us. But anyways, I don't know. Like I said, for that last question, I got over 2,000 songs, so I'm like, I don't really. I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of them and stuff, but I should do that for my Spotify playlist, like music I love, music that make me sad, bunch of, yeah, just see where it goes, see where it leads me. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna try to speed through these next 3 questions. What does water taste like to you guys? Fiji water tastes amazing. Try it. And next question, you're one of the wise men. What do you give the baby Jesus? Freaking water. Fiji water. Next question, it's 2 a.m. and the world is ending at sunrise. What song do you listen to while you watch the sunrise for the last time? Dang. So sad. Man, I don't even know. Once again, over 2,000 songs, so I probably would be trying to find the song as the sun is rising and the world is ending. So, anyways, that will be all for this episode of answering Reddit questions. And yeah, just another one of those episodes. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. If you are viewing this on YouTube, and if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. So, that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.